The Gauteng Accelerator Programme Innovation Competition, in collaboration with other stakeholders, recently announced winners of its 13th annual awards ceremony. The competition aims to support and celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit and technological innovation in the country. For more on this, I'm joined by Oplene Group's Tieho Tsiane, as well as a Gap Innovation Competition's Dr. Phuti Chelopo Mgobozi, while Mkazi Concepts Chief Marketing Officer Siphiwo Peace Mjwara joins us via Zoom. A pleasure to have you all in studio to tell us about this very exciting competition. Phuti, I'll start with you. Speak to us about the purpose of the Gap Innovation Competition. What does it seek to do?
Well, thank you so much, Nkandla, for having us. We're delighted to be here. So the GAP, as you've explained, it stands for the Gauteng Accelerator Programme, which is a flagship competition program, innovation competition that is hosted by the Innovation Hub Management Company. It's a regional innovation agency by the Gauteng Department of Economic Development. So the program seeks to recognize as well as support entrepreneurs, innovators as well as researchers that have groundbreaking innovations each and every year, and we seek to recognize them and then assist them by giving their innovation towards becoming market ready, and that's through the various business support programs that we offer them every year since 13 years ago, as you mentioned.
And speaking about exciting innovations, Tieho, you've come up with a very exciting idea, and this is called CADA. Yeah, tell us a bit more about this product and what exactly it does.
Okay, the device I developed is the name of the CADA device. So the CADA device is aimed to help people that are visually impaired to navigate to their phones without the need of touching, holding, or tapping on the phone screen. So they can make phone calls, answer phone call, navigate within application, even read text messages. So the device consists of a mobile application and a wearable hardware.
Siphiwo, similarly, tell us a bit more about your innovation. It's called the Tsiane system. Speak to us about what it seeks to do and also the impact that it's had on its intended purpose.
Okay, so the Tsiane system is an internet-connected hand sanitizer dispenser system, which is aimed to address the areas of operational compliance and infection prevention and control to prevent communicable diseases and healthcare-associated infections between people by acting as a digital intervention that dispenses controlled doses of sanitizer liquid upon entry into facilities. So the solution manages, it's able to observe how often people use it, where they use it from, and how frequently they use it. So we had a moment to trial the solution with the city of Johannesburg, and we had very successful results, and we are now looking to scale up our solutions operations.
But it's very interesting that both ideas have a similar theme in the sense that they try to address societal challenges as well. Speak to us about how some of the winners this year have really addressed what the theme of this competition is about.
So these two innovators that were recognized this year actually fall into one category that we support in this competition, which is the ICT. This is the GAP ICT. We've got other 4 additional sectors, which is the biosciences as well as medical, and we also have one in green economy and also those that address township economy challenges. So what we do is by recognizing the local innovators, they know the challenges that they face, and these two that are in the digital space have those respective digital solutions that they have. But you would also have some of the innovators that we've recognized this year in the green solution that are looking at energy solutions that we are currently having in the country. But we also have those that have challenges with health problems that fall into GAP medical that we've recognized. So those are the sectors that we look at do address the societal challenges, and that's why we cover those sectors, and then we have these particular solutions as examples for those that we've recognized for societal challenges.
Dear, I'm quite glad that you actually brought your devices with you this afternoon. Maybe give us a quick demonstration as to how exactly it works and really what the product does.
I'm just going to pick up the volume. So this is the software which aims to take all the application, puts it as under the status, and through the use of this wearable hardware up, down, it's easy for them to move from one application to another. So simply by going down, just pick up the volume.
Okay. Call logs.
And then they can just
Bluetooth call logs.
Enter
recent calls.
Pause.
A call from Tsiane on the 16th of March 2024, 16:25.
And then simply by just pressing back, It can make phone calls, answer phone calls,
Wow.
and it can hang up as
Call
well
from Poppy C
without,
16th of March,
without the need of
2024,
them physically holding the
16:25.
phone. So what it
Call
does,
type
it also creates a provision for any Bluetooth earpiece to connect with the phone at the same time. So by doing that, it kind of creates some sense of privacy for people that are visually impaired, as well as the same time a sense of safety while navigating their phone in a public space.
It really is an exciting idea, but I'm really interested in finding out some of the challenges that you experienced in developing this product.
Challenges that I faced mainly was with the pricing and getting components, because some of the components that I got, I actually had to outsource in China. Even one thing I've realized is that the manufacture of this product in South Africa, it's quite expensive. So I'm actually looking for other avenues or other institutions that can assist me to actually develop the product and kind of bring the production a bit low. Because my target market are people that are visually impaired, and most of them are dependent on social grants. So we want to make sure that we produce the product, we give the product to them, and they can afford the product, but at the same time, we also remain sustainable.
How accessible is the product? And if you don't mind me asking, how much does it cost?
Currently, to produce one, it's 1.8, but we're planning on selling it for 2.5. And then based on research that we've done, we actually found a company in China that can actually produce this device, 900 Rand, which will actually bring our pricing a bit down. Yes.
Siphiwo, as we also try to understand how your solution or how your product then comes to fold, tell us a bit more about some of the challenges that you encountered as well in developing this idea.
From a development perspective for us, it was primarily due to the pandemic. We had a major slowdown in terms of being able to get particular components into the country and get the solution completed within the desired time frame that we had wanted to initially get it done. The other issue we had was just a general skills issue. Because we work with universities and technology stations like that to develop the solution through one of the funding partners that we have, there seemed to be a certain skills issue just around the type of technology that we wanted to implement, especially with a novel solution like this, where it is incorporating different types of technologies or IoT systems. It incorporates NFC, it incorporates readers and sensors, and so the skills gap was a bit of a challenge, but we've been able to meet that because the research around these types of solutions isn't common, especially for a novel solution like this.
And still speaking about your solution, how has the Innovation Hub then helped you or assisted the journey or success of your business or this idea that you've come up with?
Absolutely. So the Gap Innovation Competition, we were aware of it as being one of the more profiled and sought after and larger innovation competitions within the Gauteng region. And we'd seen many businesses be able to then accelerate themselves and create a wider profile, be able to exhibit themselves into a wider audience, and be able to then create sustainable businesses for themselves through the Gap Accelerator Programme that's offered by the Innovation Hub. So this is an example of one of the opportunities that they present to innovators, is to be able to showcase themselves to a wider audience and be able to attract investment. But more importantly, the Innovation Hub's incubation program itself allows businesses to then be able to commercialize, to focus on their business needs, and to be able to create a sustainable business model for themselves, so that they can meet the challenges or meet the needs of their business, create employment, and more important, meet the needs of the customers that they are ideally wanting to deliver their solutions to.
Phuti, I'm also interested in finding out what the criteria is in identifying the winners for this competition. And I'm sorry, gents, but where are the women?
There's quite a lot of women. It's unfortunate that we brought one sector, but if I tell you, there's quite a lot of women, and that's one of the things. We are very inclusive in our identification of these solution or innovators. When you talk about the criteria that we follow, and you can see that some of them do have prototype and they have already moved up with their development. The criteria that we look at is, we don't look at those that are still concept or still in the research phase. We need them to be at the technology readiness level of number 3, which is where they have something to show and it has been proven that it works. What we would do is just assist them with going further the journey. I think Peace just made an indication of where he wants to go. He wants to upscale, and we want them to also have an impact in the society, the societal challenges, and we also need them to be well aligned with what the government is looking for in terms of solution, but we really need an intellectual property, which is why it's an innovation. It has to be novel. So the intellectual property being there is one of the greatest components, and also they should have a route to market. But as mentioned, that the support that they will be provided, in fact, they just got recognized, so they are still going to go into the incubation program. So they will then be given all the support with regards to the upscaling through mentorship that will be offered to them in the business incubation, and then they'll go up from there, and they get accelerated and, get exposed to the wider audience and many more that can help them grow.
But more seriously, I mean, there could be a young person looking at this program with their own ideas as well that they want to develop, and wondering, how do I get involved in such programs, or how do I even compete for future competitions to come up? What message would you like to give to them?
So in fact, this is one of the greatest opportunities that we have to give a call out, that there will be a call that comes for the 14th cohort of the GAP Innovation Competition for 2024, and they should look out at various sites of the Innovation Hub, which is the main one, which is being the website, which is www.theinnovationhub.com, and various social media platforms where the Innovation Hub exists. And we need them to, have a drive to contribute to societal challenges, and they should look at the criteria. We give as much information as possible. We give them even programs like free business training before they even enter, so they can know whether they are suitable, whether their technology is ready, and then they can take it from there, because whether they win or not, we need them to kind of have a culture of entrepreneurship, to be ignited, and also to stimulate the economy in various ways that we want to do as the Innovation Hub through this program, particularly being the flagship that we run at the Innovation Hub.
Tieho, as we wrap up our conversation, speak to us about where you see your business growing, and what plans do you have ahead?
In terms of plans, currently we're in partnership with the Department of Social Development in the Free State and an NGO by the name of Kamano Blind Association and Blind SA. So the whole aim of that partnership is for us to test the product, give the product to the users, let them use it, and then get user feedback and see how we can further improve the device. So that's the plan. So what we plan on incorporating, speech to text, in where people were able to speak directly into the device and convert that message into text and send it to users. And what we want to do as well is by establishing industrial Bluetooth around various areas, which will assist people that are visually impaired to navigate through places without relying on landmarks and get information about place they're actually navigating in.
Let me thank you all for your time in joining us as well as we speak about some of the winners at this year's competition. That's a founder of Oplene Group, Tieho, Tsiane, as well as GAP Innovation Competitions, Dr. Phuti, Chelopo, Mgobozi, while Mkazi Concepts Chief Marketing Officer, Siphiwo Peace Mjwara, have joined us via Zoom.